HCAM TV Sports presents Hopkinton High School Hockey, where tonight the Hillers take on the Dover Sherborn Raiders. Hi everybody, Mike Prate here with Mike Terosian, and we are bringing you action on a Wednesday night, the 17th of December, here at the Navin Arena in Marlborough, Massachusetts. Well, Mike, you were there. You saw Hopkinton pretty much dismantle the Ashland Clockers by the score of 8-0, and first-year player J.H. Vokey led the Hillers with 5 goals.
Yeah, that was something to see. I thought they were putting on a clinic for Ashland. Ashland, a very young team, small squad. I think they had 12 or 13 skaters up for the night. And what was it? The shot was something like 50-6?
Yeah, the Hillers only had to face 7 shots on goal in that game. A couple of other firsts in the game. Matt Lindquist and Nick Temple both got their first varsity goals. Lindquist ended up with 2 goals on the night, while Nick Temple got his first. And one of the better stats of the night also was Will Abbott with 4 assists. Steve Simos, Owen Delaney, and Jack Sloan with 2 helpers also. The goaltender that night was Tim McGrath. He had the shutout for the Hillers. The Dover Sherborn Raiders come in tonight after losing their first game to Westwood Wolverines 6-1, and typically, Mike, Westwood is a really tough team.
You look up TVL hockey and Westwood's pitches right there in the dictionary. So
the Hillers last year against this Dover Sherborn Raider team, coached by Jeff Moore, lost to them both times last year. Close game the first time, 3-2, and the second game, 4-1.
Just to bring back again with the Ashland goalie, it could have been a lot worse. He did a fantastic job. I mean, some have to get by him, and he had over 50 saves.
Yeah, in that Ashland game, the Hillers totally dominated. The ice was tilted for the Hillers, and so tonight, though, will be a little bit tougher test for them. This Dover Sherborn team typically is a pretty decent team, yes, although most teams had some pretty significant changeover. We are not sure whether it'll be a national anthem. Most times there is, so
I
it
believe
looks like there's going to be.
Yeah, they asked if they had it already.
And when that starts, we will let you know. Okay, the national anthem here at the Navin Arena, Marlborough, Massachusetts. We get set for Hopkinton versus Dover Sherborn.
Mike, I'd just like to apologize right now for everyone watching at home for the shaky camera work. We've been invaded by the parents. We sit in the bleachers here, and we have a very large, I'm gonna show everybody so they know what I'm talking about. We've got a very large student section tonight, and they took all the parent seats, and now the parents are down here with us, so I apologize ahead of time for having a shaky camera.
For being on a cruise ship, right.
Yes, absolutely.
And we're going to get set to go here. In the net for the Hillers tonight is going to be number 31, Dylan O'Leary, the sophomore goaltender. He will get the start. Up front for the Hillers tonight is Cam Finlayson is at center. On the right wing with Abbott and the left wing J.H. Vokey, the defensemen are Connor Delaney and Billy Allen. The Hillers get it in the zone now. And in goal, by the way, for the Raiders is Ben Colangelo. The Hillers keep it in the zone, and now it pops out off the stick of Allen. Allen back to Delaney. Delaney chips it up the board, and it's deep into the zone. Back to get it is Johnny Schroeder. Schroeder now is dumped, but there to help him out is Charlie Patriquin, but it's kept in by the Hillers behind the goal. Abbott takes a spin and throws it out in front, but it's tipped away by Colangelo, the goaltender for Dover Sherborn, and the Raiders get it out. Into the zone now comes Cole Condon. Shot on goal is a save, and up the board and chipped, not out, but it's kept in. The shot by Paquin is a save, and it's chipped to the side, still not out of the zone. Slap shot from the point goes way wide, and there to go get it for the Hillers is Jack Sloan. He chips the center, but Dover Sherborn throws it back in. Allen now dumps it out to center, and here comes the Hillers making wholesale changes. We've just started the first period. There's no score. And back to get it for Dover Sherborn, number 22, Sam Stone. Stone is tied up by a couple of Hillers now. To help him out is Michael Phelan. Phelan for Dover Sherborn throws it around the sideboard, and out it comes. Andrew Millette throws it up to center ice, but it's intercepted by Matt Lindquist. Lindquist now tries to get around his man, but he can't, and it's intercepted by Pickens. Pickens for Hopkinton dumps it in the corner, and there to get it is Johnny Goudreau. Believe it or not, there's a Johnny Goudreau on this team. No relation, though. There's a shot and a save. It's steered into the corner down the sideline. Coming to get it is number 12 for the Hillers, Zach Horgan. And there's a goal. The Hillers score. It went deflected in. I did not see who got the goal. They look like they're congratulating Lindquist. We will tell you between periods who it is.
I might have it sooner. I do have Eric Cardi on the cell phone, and we'll get a little updates as I can.
Well, Hopkinton takes an early 1-0 lead. As I pointed out in the opener, the Hillers lost to Dover Sherborn twice last year, and it's knocked out of the air now by Delaney. Delaney gets it to center, but it's returned and kept in by Joe Pilato. Pilato throws it in deep, but Billy Allen is there, one of the captains of this Hopkinton team. Now it goes through the legs of Delaney. Delaney throws it back to Allen. Allen now throws to go up the sideboard. He has Koshev. Koshev dumps it to center, and Finlayson goes and chases. Finlayson throws it in front. Allen comes down now the slot, throws a shot. It goes off a defenseman, number 12, Johnny Schroeder. Schroeder now passes it up to Pilato. Joe Pilato gets it to center. But the Hopkinton D is there. Actually, check that. It's not that was not Koshev. That's Will Abbott, rather, number 22. He's got his shirt tucked in. They're going to drive me crazy with that all year. It's a shot and a save by O'Leary. O'Leary had a point-blank shot, and he stopped it. Dover Sherborn now dumps it in on goal, and it's steered into the corner. Down to get it is Peter Davies. Davies throws it to the back. He's got Cole Condon. Now up the sideboard it comes to Patriquin. Shot from the top of the blue line is a save from Phelan's shot. Now the Hillers having trouble getting themselves set to get it out of play here, and they still cannot get it. Thrown in the center and kept it. Nice pickup though on the back check by McCluskey. McCluskey picked up his man coming down, and he kept the shot from happening. 11:22 to go in the first period. The Hillers take an early 1-0 lead, just like they did against Ashland. 30 seconds into the contest, they scored. They're up early here, 1-0. Beautiful check onto the board by the Hillers. And here's a break. Oh, here's a break. A hook down as Simos is yanked down. And he had a full head of steam, and it's a power play for Hopkinton. Not sure how to call Stevie Simos or Steven Simos.
So it looks like it was Lindquist.
Also, Matt Lindquist picks up his third goal, his second in 2 games. I'm sorry, he's got a 2-game goal scoring streak. And now Hopkinton will go on the power play and into the box for the Red Raiders. is a player number 15, and that is Evan Doherty. He gets hauled for the hook as Steven Simos had a chance to break in under the stick of Vokey for Hillers now. And Simos is there, and he's going to have to go back and get it now with some speed. The freshman defenseman now up the sideboard. He has Pickens. Pickens slips it underneath, but it's defended nicely by the Raiders. Simos again comes from out his own goal line. Throws a side pass up to Finlayson. Finlayson chips it to himself. He's got a head of speed now. He puts on the brakes, throws it out in front, but it went off the stick of Mike Phelan of Dover Sherborn. Here's Finlayson now with the puck. Throws it in the middle, but it's intercepted, and out of the zone it comes as Dover Sherborn tries to kill off some time. 40 seconds to go in the power play. Here's Vokey. Shot and a save, and it's held on to by the goaltender Colangelo. 10:08 to go in the first period. The Hillers lead 1-0. There's 35 seconds to go on the Hiller power play. Pretty even game so far, except on the scoreboard. And the faceoff won by Hopkinton. Cross ice it goes to Delaney. Delaney takes a shot, goes wide. Now Allen settles it down, throws it back down to the corner. And kept up there. Now Allen to Delaney. Shot that goes down low. It's intercepted, thrown behind the goal, and only player there is Phelan. He ties it up with 5 seconds to go in the power play as it's trying to be dug out. It is dug out now to Allen. Allen backhands it now, and it goes to Lindquist. Lindquist now gives it up. Back to the point it goes to Delaney. Delaney takes a wrister, goes wide. The penalty is over to Dover Sherborn. Hiller still have the puck in the zone. There's a shot that's blocked down in front. Hiller offense is working pretty well here in this first period. And Allen can't keep it in, so he has to settle it down, and he gives it to Connor Delaney. Delaney now back checks, throws it out towards the center, and Lindquist flips it to the middle line, and Dover Sherborn controls. Phelan now with the puck. He goes to Davies. Davies tips it in, and Allen is there to retrieve it. Both teams changing as Allen chips it to center, and it goes into the Dover Sherborn zone. It's popped up, and it goes in the penalty box for a stoppage of play. 8:46 to go in the first period. Mike, Hopkinton offense picking up a little bit right where they left off. They've played a pretty good amount of time in the Dover Sherborn zone.
Yeah, they get a lot of steam here. They get some really quick skates, and the changing perfectly. They're not spending too much time out there.
There's a shot on goal, and it's a save through a traffic. It's a nice shot by McCluskey, and now out of the zone comes Dover Sherborn. They chip it in. Matt Pilato dumps it in behind the net. There to get it is Dan Delaney. Delaney throws it back. It goes around the sideboard, and Delaney's going to get it again. He goes to hard up the board. He tries to hit Coveney. Coveney now can't handle the puck because it was up in the air, but there to get is McCluskey. McCluskey avoids a check, and now he's going to get out of the zone. He throws it up the side to Coveney. Coveney takes a wide slap shot. Oh, it hits on the mask of the goaltender, Colangelo. And Pickens tries to keep it in, but good back check by McCluskey as he keeps the puck out of the Hiller zone. He still has it, chips it to himself, and now it's out the center. Slapped hard into the corner, into the netting, and the faceoff will come outside the Hiller zone. 7:54 to go in the first period. Hopkinton leading 1-0. They scored early. Matt Lindquist with the goal. And that is his third of the season so far in this young season, the sophomore. And the faceoff controlled by Dover Sherborn now. And back to chase the puck is Allen. He's paired with Zach Horgan. And Allen is being fought over for the puck. Now it's double teamed. It goes off the back of the net, goes out to the point. There to get it is Abbott. He can't get it out. Now slap shot. It's blocked in front by a Dover Sherborn player. Now here's Abbott. It's 2-on-2 with Vokey up the middle now. The drop pass to Vokey takes a slap shot, and it's a save. Colangelo getting some work there. Vokey has some shot. Boy, that thing takes off. There's a nice drop pass to give him a shot on goal. Right in the circle, the Hillers get the face off. It's Finlayson now. And Dover Sherborn comes away with it, and they dump the center, and it's going to be deep, and it will not be icing as it was touched by a Hiller. And Allen comes back to help out. Now here's Abbott, cross court, and he almost threw it into the hands of a Dover Sherborn player, but Volke was there to check his man, and now Horgan now throws it to Allen. Allen chips to center, he throws to the sideboard. It's going to be icing against the Hillers. 6:55 to go, first period. There's a score, and it's 1-0 Hopkinton. In the face-off circle, got Charlie Patrickman. And up against Matt Lindquist, 2 number 3s in the middle. And the Hillers try to chip it out, but Dover Sherborn putting pressure on the puck now. The Hillers fan on the attempt. Now it's taken away by DS. But back to help out is Delaney. Delaney throws it up the board. It avoids the check. Lindquist now gets it to center. And there's a little bit of a scrum. It's about 3 guys each on each squad. And the puck is still pinned on the board, thrown into the zone and deep behind the goal line. O'Leary leaves it there for his defenseman. Now up the sideboard to Coveney. Check that, Sloan. Jack Sloan is a shot that goes wide of the net. Dover Sherborn now, Mike, putting a lot more pressure on the Hillers. And an intercept, cross ice pass. The Hillers cannot get it out, but it actually trickles out. And so the Hillers are going to be offside. The puck was handled by Sloan. He was beyond the blue line, but I don't think Owen Delaney could get back on sides. So the offside face-off. Steven Simos in the middle. On his wing is McCluskey along with Coveney. The puck now is picked up by Pickens. Pickens throws it, and now Simos comes back to help out. He's a defenseman by all standards, but he's playing forward now with a couple of Hillers out. And he gets it on his stick, but he just mishandles it a little bit. But he has enough to get it behind the goal line, and the Hillers will chase. McCluskey now goes to pick up the man. Coveney comes down and help him. He comes away, thrown in front of the shot, and a save. Another shot was saved also. Oh, puck just slipped underneath the hand. Here's Pickens from the circle. Shot that goes wide. It bounces off the backboard and comes back in. Kept in by Pickens. He throws it towards the goal. Tip and try. It's down in front and a save. And another tip is also saved. Ben Colangelo, the freshman goaltender, has really kept Dover Sherborn in. A couple of nice plays right there.
Yeah, some super saves.
All right, the face-off won by DS. And they dump it in. Go to get it, Joe Pilato. Pilato puts some pressure on the puck, but Hopkinton is there for it. Now Abbott chips it to the blue line, but not out. He turned around, a shot and a save by O'Leary, and he'll hold it for a whistle. 4:55 to go in the first period. The Hillers leading 1-0, an early goal by Matt Lindquist. Pilato and temporarily loses the puck, but the Hillers are right there to defend it. Chip out, but not out. I don't think Hopkinton's looking up too much. They have chipped it now to DS a couple of times. They got to keep their heads up a little bit. Now Finlayson tries to chip it out, and it's kept in by good pressure by Sam Stone. Now Hopkinton trying to get it to center, but they can't. Now skating out with it, but it's intercepted. And now Allen will pass it softly off the boards, and the Hillers will dump it in. Oh, they're going to say he didn't gain the red line.
Wow.
Must have went underneath the stick of the forward. So now a face-off will be inside the Hiller zone. And the face-off won again. A shot that's blocked down in front. Backhander is a save off the glove of O'Leary, and he saw that through traffic. It was a nice play. Jack Sloan dumps it in deep. Now to get it is Lindquist. Lindquist with some speed, puts some pressure on the puck. Sloan comes down the slot and picks it up. The sideboard rather, and picks it up. And now back to the point it goes to Dan Delaney. Delaney chips it in deep. Now the Hillers trying to set up the perfect pass, but Pickens has to come back and help out. And there's going to be a shot on goal, so that negates the icing. The Hillers were in their own zone as they threw it up ice. 3:37 to go. A turnover. Hopkinton has it. The pass in front is steered aside, and there to get is Charlie Patriquin. Patriquin dumps to center, and it's nicely defended by Dan Delaney, the captain of Hopkinton. And the icing is waved off. Now the Hillers are changing, and here's a break-in now. Peter Davies, but he's defended. Here's a shot by Paquin, is saved by O'Leary, and it's still loose in front. Now it goes back to the blue line, and it's a save on goal as the Hillers try to chip it out, but they're chipping it right to the wrong person. There's another intercept. This time Hopkinton gets lucky, and no shot gets to the goaltender. Now a chip in. Here's Coveney, tries to throw a pass in front. He tried to hit Simos coming down the middle, but McCluskey has to get it off the board. Now Allen cross-ice actually throws it into the corner. Coveney comes down to check his man, but Dover Sherborn comes away with it, and they will dump to center, but not, now it's out. McCluskey now has to settle it down and goes back to Allen. Billy Allen to Horgan. And the Hillers will dump in. Only Simos will chase the puck as the rest of the Hillers change, and they better get off ice because they had too many guys on the ice. They had too many minutes. A shot and a save. And Colangelo holds onto it as he juggled it a moment. Hillers got very lucky there. Simos was forechecking the puck, and six skaters were on the ice there, Mike.
Well, Mike, you've been saying all along too, when the Hillers are down their end trying to clear it, they got to look up because they did 5 times already, and they keep doing that. Dover Sherborn is going to wind up getting it in the net.
There's a puck that's kept in. Finlayson avoids the check, and he dumps his man. Oh, and there's another check right there. Boy, and really, it was a clean check. Sam Stone, after he got bumped, as he tried to gather himself, boy, he got broadsided. I shouldn't say broadsided, front-sided at center ice. Luckily, he wasn't hurt there. And here's Finlayson. He gets in the circle. Now he avoids the check. He throws it on goal, and it's saved, but it still goes through 2 Dover Sherborn players. Now they race in. Here's a shot, and it goes wide. And there's a whistle, and there's going to be a penalty against Hopkinton. Slash against Abbott. And so for the rest of this period, minus the second, there's 1:31 to go in the period, and there's a 1-minute and 30-second power play for DS. They win the faceoff. Now they go to the point. Phelan now dumps it back to number 13, Johnny Goudreau. Goudreau throws it to Cole Condon. Condon now looking to set up. He goes to the sideboard. Now back to the point to Phelan. And Patriquin, a shot and a save. Boy, that tell you, that went off of a Hiller, and it barely missed going in the short side. 1:13 to go in both the power play and the penalty. And Dover Sherborn loses the faceoff, but they do keep it in. Phelan now dumps it to the corner. Hillers in a 5-on-4 defense. Cross ice it goes. Patriquin now a shot, and it goes over the, it went off the crossbar actually. I'm not sure if O'Leary got a piece of it, but the Hillers are going to clear. They're going to change all 4 power play personnel. DS now looking to come up ice. Here's Michael Phelan, throws it in deep. Around the board it goes. And now back to the point. Phelan comes and gets it. And now it's intercepted, and out of the zone it goes. Coveney now putting some pressure on the puck with 27 seconds to go. It's intercepted. Hillers are going to be offside. Simons is going to have to check up, and they do. And now DS trying to come out. 19 seconds to go in the period, 19 seconds to go in the power play. Phelan tries to come in, and now he does. Avoids the check. Now he puts it in front. There's a good move and a shot and a save, and it's held onto by O'Leary. A couple more pokes after it was saved. And with 7 seconds to go in the first period, the Hillers hanging on to a 1-0 lead. Face-off won by DS. They throw it to the point, but they throw it too hard out of the zone, and that should do the period. And there it is. So the first period comes to an end. The Hillers leading 1-0 on an early goal by Matt Lindquist. And the play, Mike, has been pretty much even between both squads. Both teams have had some pretty good chances.
Yeah, great chances and some great penalty killing by the Hillers.
All right, we'll be back with second period action in just a second. All right, we get ready for second period action with the Hillers leading 1-0. They just killed off a power play against Dover Sherborn, and the Hillers got that goal by sophomore Matt Lindquist, and he was assisted by Owen Delaney and Jack Sloan, and that's where we stand right now. Mike, the shots on goal total were Dover Sherborn 12 and Hopkinton 10, so a pretty even game.
Pretty even, absolutely, even though it looks like they've been spending more time in the Dover end.
And the Hillers have to watch out for that DS speed, though. They showed it a little bit there towards the second part of that first period. As we get set for period number 2, Mike Prate with Mike Terosian. It is Wednesday, December 17th. Am I right about that? Yeah. I keep saying the 17th. I hope somebody will check. Anyway,
get your phone.
It's a Wednesday.
It's a Wednesday.
All right, the Hillers, DS wins the faceoff, and the Hillers are right there, and they dump it back in. And it's in the corner now. Hopkinton now putting a little pressure on the book, but DS now will dump the center and out. Up ice trying to chip it out for DS is Peter Davies, but he's met by a Hiller, and that Hiller is Connor Delaney. Dump to center. Phelan dumps it back into the corner. Bounds off a couple of the boards, both backboard and sideboard. And Hiller's neck cannot get it out. Delaney now comes out to have the pass in front, is intercepted and taken away and dumped to center and out. Right back in, DS does it, but they're going to change their forwards. And now Hopkinton now throws it to center. There's Vokey now. He avoids the check. He chips it to the blue line, but DS is there to get it. And the puck comes out of the zone. Allen now dumps it in. The Hillers are offside. They don't realize. Allen doesn't realize it. And now there's going to be a face-off outside the DS zone. DS dumps it in. It takes a crazy carom off the backboard and hits the goal, the back of the goal. Hopkinton now trying to get it out, but they can't. They're being pressured on the puck now. But right back in, DS throws it. They can't gain any sustained movement with the puck. They're just dumping it out. And this time it's going to be icing against Hopkinton, and that'll be a face-off inside the Hiller zone. 13:34 to go in the second period. The Hillers leading 1-0 on a goal by Matt Lindquist. And DS has come out of the locker room, Mike, put a little bit more fire on the puck now. Hopkinton hasn't had a chance to get set up like they were in that first period. Owen Delaney now tries to get it out, but he gets it back and now avoids a man, and now it's tipped to center. But there to get it is Sloan. Sloan gets it to the blue line, but not deep enough in, and now it'll be settled down by Dan Delaney. Delaney throws it, and icing is waved off. There to get it for DS is Evan Doherty. Doherty throws it up the sideboard, and now DS will have numbers as they come out, but a good back check there. And now here's Lindquist. Lindquist loses the handle on the puck, keeps it though down the blue line, and now it's thrown in front, and oh, it's loose in front, and Colangelo has to jump out and push it aside. It wasn't necessarily a shot. I think it was an errant pass that went through the crease. Now DS looking to set up. They avoid the check. This is a good skating team, Dover Sherborn. Hillers better stay disciplined here. And there to get it is Joe Pilato. Pilato takes the check, and now Hopkinton will come away with it and get to center. Here's Coveney, chips it in. Hillers are changing behind him, and he keeps going and gets it back. Looks to throw it in front. Oh, it goes through a couple of Hillers, and now Hopkinton's going to have to settle up. Horgan now will control it. Now Hopkinton will complete their change. It's Simos, and here's McCluskey breaking in now with Simos on his it's coming down the slot. McCluskey tries to throw a backhander, but it's intercepted and thrown out down the length of the ice, and icing is going to be waved off against the Hiller. O'Leary spins it around the goal line, and the Hillers turn it over, but now they get it back. And DS is staying spread out and passing a little bit better in this period. And cross ice it goes, tipped, but McCluskey tips it back towards them, and now out of the zone comes Simos. Steven Simos, the freshman, takes a shot and it goes over the net. Almost goes off the back of the goaltender, but it's dumped to center as Horrigan loses the handle. Now breaking in is Condon. Condon shot and a save by O'Leary. Backhanded shot is another save by O'Leary, and he covers it. Dylan O'Leary just made a beautiful save on a second attempt by Cole Condon, and the backhander was knocked down, and he covers it for a face-off. 11:15 to go in the second period. Hopkinton leading 1-0. And now DS is going to get chased because they got their man on the ice too late. Hillers win the face-off, thrown around the backboard it goes. Abbott tries to chip it out, but it's intercepted, but he gets it back. Now he throws the center, but just under the reach of Finlayson. Finlayson goes and checks it, and the Hillers are going to get caught for icing, as it did make the goal line. Well, it really kind of looked like DS could have played that, but doesn't matter what I think.
Never does, Mike.
No, true. In all walks of life. 11 minutes now to go in the second period. Hillers leading 1-0. A face-off controlled by Hopkinton, but Finlayson now chips it. Now it's a 2-on-2. Vokey comes down. Now to Finlayson. Finlayson to Vokey. Shot and a goal! J.H. Vokey picks up the second goal for Hopkinton on a nice pass by Finlayson, and the Hillers take a 2-0 lead. It started out, Mike, with a 2-on-2, and then the Hillers kept pressing the puck. And as we saw against Ashland, Vokey can put the puck on the top of the net, and Colangelo had no chance as that shot was launched between the circles. And now DS dumps it on goal, and O'Leary's just going to cover it and save. Well, the first goal was scored at the 11:30 mark, I believe, and now this one at the 10:40 mark, or abouts. So early goals in both periods for the Hillers. Chipped out and into the zone, but Dover Sherborn tries to get up, but they can't. In to get it is Owen Delaney. Shot that goes, I think, blocked in front by DS, and now it can't be kept in. And a good tie-up, and there's going to be a penalty, and it's going to against Hopkinton. Hopkinton's going to get a call for a hold, and the Hillers are, off the crossbar, and a save by O'Leary. That one actually went off of the blocker, I believe, into the crossbar.
Looked like his gloved elbow.
Yeah.
From my point of view, from what I can see through this little screen.
Dover Sherborn's going to go on a power play, a hooking call.
Yep.
To Jack Sloan, the freshman forward. Well, the second power play for DS. They had one to end the first period. There's a tip in front that's defended nicely. Now Hopkinton gets it, now throw it, but they get it out. The DS is pretty good with their sticks too. Patrick Quinn throws it in deep for DS, and now they look to set it up. To the point it goes, cross ice, it's tipped out nicely, and in the zone comes Simon. Tried to get it in the zone, but he had his stick lifted, and now DS will have a 4-on-2. The shot, and it goes over the net. Simos has some time, and he just calmly lofts it down into the corner. Nice play by him. Softly through it, eats up a little more time. 45 seconds to go in the DS power play. Simos comes and uses a stick. Now it's a 1-on-1. And Abbott now keeps the puck, but he has it taken away from him. And now DS will turn it over and give it to Abbott. Abbott throws it back to the middle to Lindquist. And now Hopkinton They throw it back behind the goal line to kill more time. 25 seconds to go in the DS power play. Hillers are defending this one a little bit better, Mike, than they did the one before. Now there's a lot of pressure inside DS's zone by the Hiller Killers. Hiller Killers, hey, that's
Hiller
right
Killers,
there. Yep.
wow. That's a new one.
Billy Allen, now he'll just launch it. And was knocked down, but that's going to do the penalty to the Hillers. Out comes Sloan from the box, and DS looks to head up ice, but a nice check by Sloan as he came off the penalty box and took his man out. Now there's a 2-on-2 occurring here as the Hillers were caught way up ice. There's a shot, and it goes wide. Sloan now tries to settle it, but DS comes away with it now. And it's chipped to center and down the length of the ice for an icing. Hopkinton will take that icing as they were running around a little bit there in their own end.
Well, Mike, I got to hand it to you. I think you have the new saying. I don't hear him say Herder Hillers anymore, but I think it's just been replaced by Hiller Killers.
Yeah, the penalty kill squad there for Hopkinton did their job again. With 8:15 to go in the second period. The shot goes wide. It goes off the backboard. It's coming out loudly, and it's tipped in. Oh, that thing came softly off the backboard, and it just kind of fluttered towards the goal line, and somebody on DS just put a backhander in the net.
I floated right over his leg.
Yeah, and it's Dover Sherborn's first goal of the night, and so it's now 2-1. Not sure who got it for DS there, but it's kind of a weird play. It was a hard shot that actually must have been spinning as it came off the backboard because it just floated towards the goal, and then it was just backhanded in by a DS player. Now Hopkinton will dump it in. There to get it for them is Johnny Schroeder. Schroeder now avoids the check of Vokey for Hopkinton now, but Hopkinton dumps it back on the goal line. There to get it is Evan Daugherty. Daugherty throws it up, and Finlayson checks. And DS is going to break in, and O'Leary now he decides he was going to try to pass it off the wing, but he decided to hang on to it. It was a heavy check at the blue line by Cam Finlayson. You have better keep your head up in this game.
You got it right.
Hillers now back to a one-goal lead. They lead 2-1 with 7:33 to go in the second period. Face-off win by the Hillers. Allen now chips it up the board, but it goes underneath the stick of Coveney. Now Pickens throws it up the sideboard to McCluskey. He can't handle it. And now Pickens throws it to center to Simos. Simos tips it to the red line. He puts some pressure on the puck. DS now chips it to themselves, but Allen is there to rescue it. Oh, and a turnover. And it's a bad one. Oh, a bouncing puck that just went underneath the stick of Davies for DS. It was a pretty bad turnover by Hopkinton as they threw it right on the stick of DS's man, and that gets chipped into the penalty box for a stoppage of play. With 6:52 to go in the second period, Hillers leading 2-1. It's the second game of the season for both squads. Hillers winning their first one 8-0 over Ashland. And DS losing their first one 6-1 to Westwood. Perennial powerhouse Westwood in hockey. And the Hillers dump it in deep. Now to get it, Delaney. Delaney chips it to the goal line. Nobody for Hopkinton is there. But number 21, Joe Pilato, now races out of the zone. But DS comes in. They have a little bit of a break in now. They avoid the check. Back to get it is Sam Stone. Stone throws it in front. Goes off the stick of a DS player. The Hopkinton is scrambling now. There's a shot. O'Leary makes a save. And up ice it goes. Tipped in. That one off of a DS player to the corner now. Sloan now for Hillers threw it out front. Finlayson comes and kicks it, but it's out of the zone, and Pickens will have to chase. It should be icing against DS, and it is. Fans, if you'd like this or any other programming HCAM shows, please go to their website, hcam.tv. And the staff there will send it to you. Also, you can check out the schedule of the rebroadcasts for these games. Both this sport, basketball for both boys and girls, swimming. This is the 4 of the sports we cover here at HCAM. A backhand try that gets thrown in front. And now it's a 2-on-1, but Hopkinton is there to defend it. Abbott now throws it to Vokey, and Finlayson with his speed. Finlayson has some good speed now, and I think he's going to get called for a penalty, though, here. Let's check that out. And now I checked that it isn't. Michael Phelan's going to go to the penalty box, and so is Vokey. I think Vokey's going to get one for unsportsmanlike. Yep, he is. He used his glove to mouth off to Phelan as he was going to the penalty box, and so what would have been a Hopkinton power play now turns into 5-on-5 hockey. That's just a poor decision there. You had a chance for a power play there, and the emotions got the best of you. And the Hillers win the face-off. They get it now. Finlayson avoids the check. He avoids another. Now he makes a nice pass. It's a shot. It's a save by Colangelo. Hits him square. And now the Hillers keep pressuring the puck, but now it's dumped out of the zone. It's a one-on-one situation now for the Hillers. And DS throws it back to the point, and it's intercepted. Here's Finlayson with speed. He's by himself. He makes a move, and it's a shot, and it's a save. I think Colangelo got a piece of that. It's loose in front. Here's Finlayson, and a shot and a goal. Finlayson passed it in front to Abbott. It was a nice, soft pass, and Abbott tucked it home for the goal. It's 3-1 Hillers. Now, Will Abbott took the pass. And he gives a 3-1 lead for Hopkinton. Beautiful play by Finlayson. Just a lot of kids might throw that too hard towards the front, but he didn't. He softly laid it to him, and it was an easy putback for Abbott. It gives the Hillers that 2-goal lead again with 4:35 to go in the second period. Now here's the Hillers breaking in again, but it's right back out. Now Simos brings it in. Simos through the circle. Now he dances, but he leaves it for Coveney. Back in front, and it's intercepted and taken away by Matt Pilato, who can't get it out. DS trying to keep it out. Simos has checked it, and he keeps his feet moving and keeps the puck to McCluskey. Now it's back to the middle of the ice and out of the zone. Here's a break-in now. Matt Pilato has got to get a rolling puck. He settles it now, throws it in front, but nobody there for DS. And Hillers just threw it blindly towards the blue line, and it didn't get out. Now McCluskey now tries to chip it out, and he gets it to center, and it's going to be on goal, so the icing is waved off. 3:50 to go as the goaltender Colangelo stops play. .352 to go for second period. Hillers leading 3-1. As I said in the opening, DS beat the Hillers both times last year. But this Hopkinton team is playing a lot of young players early in this season, and they're up to the task, though. Here comes a break-in now for DS, but nice back check by Lindquist. He picks up his man. And this way, Connor Delaney can defend a little bit there. And Matt Lindquist keeps his feet moving and keeps the puck. Kicks it now. A nice play by him. Hopkinton needs to get on the board a little bit here with this puck, though. They're trying to clear through the middle. And DS can't hold it in, and it's taken away. And back checked by Johnny Schroeder. But Hopkinton takes away in front. The pass. A pass that went through the crease by Lindquist. He tried to set somebody up coming down the right side. I couldn't see who it was for Hopkinton. But it was a nice play. 3 minutes to go in the second period. Hillers leading 3-1. Off the board and out. Delaney throws it back in. And it is stopped because I believe it went into the Hiller bench.
Yeah.
You're watching HCAM's coverage of Hopkinton High School hockey with Mike Prate and Mike Tarosian.
It's nice to have the mic and talk to you once in a while, Mike.
Yeah. It beats talking to myself. All right, dumped in now. And Delaney goes against Dan Delaney now, throws it hard around the boards. Hillers try to chip it out, and they do get it to center. Back to get it for DS is Evan Doherty. Doherty now throws it up the board, but now DS comes out. Oh, and a big check by Delaney. Hit him square, but DS comes away with the puck. I think that puck was a shot on goal. And now the break, and here's Vokey. He's got a goal already tonight. Passes it to himself. There's another shot and a goal. Vokey has another. He throws it up over the right-hand goal, right-hand glove, left-hand glove rather, of the goaltender Colangelo, and that is the 6th goal for J.H. Vokey. Boy, I tell you, his wrist shot towards the top shelf, Mike, can't be stopped so far.
It's beautiful, yeah.
Last Saturday night, I think he had 3 of those, I want to guess anyway, and their goaltender, Owen Barrow, was no slouch for Ashland.
Not at all.
He just powers the puck up high, and it is virtually impossible to stop so far in this young season. 4-1 is the score with DS trailing now. The Hillers scored a goal in the first period as an offside. And then they took a 2-0 lead, then DS answered right back pretty quickly, made it 2-1, but then Hopkinton now has put 2 more up here. And there's 2 minutes to go in the period. Now here's a break, and Simos tries to avoid a couple men. He keeps the puck moving. There's a shot, and it's blocked in front by a DS player. And there's a couple of sticks, and there's going to be a penalty. And it is going to go against Hopkinton. And they're going to check up the puck there. And Steven Simos is going to go to the penalty box for a roughing penalty. And so DS, like they did at the end of the first period, Mike, will have a power play towards the end of this second period. And with 1 minute and 51 to go in period number 2, 1 minute and 30 seconds of that is going to have to be 5-on-4 unless DS scores a goal. Or another penalty, I should say, too. All right, intercepted by Hopkins. They get held there a little bit, but it's good stick work there. The Hillers are in 2-on-2 in a 5-on-4 situation, and you really want to make sure you defend because you don't want DS to score going into the locker room. And there's going to be a penalty to Hopkinton now, and it's going to be a 5-on-3. An interference penalty is going to be called against Connor Delaney. And so now 5-on-3 for 1 minute and 2, and then a 5-on-4 for the remainder of the period. That's going to be about 20 seconds or so. So the face-off won by DS. Phelan now settles it, and they look to set up. It's a 5-on-3. 2 penalties to the Hillers late here in the second period. Joe Pilato now to the circle. Back out to the top to Phelan. Takes a big slap shot and a glove save by O'Leary. Oh, he reached out and picked that. Hiller defenders, Allen, Pickens, and Delaney, Owen Delaney. Face-off won and held by the Raiders. Behind the goal line to pick it up is Cole Condon. Condon throws it back to Charlie Patrickman. Now Collin, shot, it's blocked in front, and it's cleared. 20 seconds to go in the 5-on-3. There is 35 seconds to go in the second period. And DS enters. Michael Phelan now with the puck, takes it deep to the goal line. Looking to set up. Hillers try to stay spread out. Phelan comes back to set it up. 23 seconds to go in the period. The 5-on-4 is open and breaking out of the zone is Simos. And there won't be an icing there because it's a power play still.
Oh.
So that almost worked. A little bit of action there at the end. 22 seconds of power play left, but there's only 15 seconds to go in the period. Simos wins the faceoff. He's tripped up, and no referee sees it. Well, that was, that was amazing. The DS tries to sneak in behind Hopkins' defense. They're going to throw it to the backboard, and that is going to do period number 2. Well, Hopkinton went into this period leading 1-0. They scored early in that period. DS answered back, but then the Hillers scored 2 more. And at the end of 2, Hopkinton leading 4-1. We'll be back with the third period in just a moment. All right, the third period comes to a start, and the Hillers had a really great second period, Mike. Hillers only had 5 shots on goal, but 3 of them went in.
They made them count, absolutely.
And so the first of them was early in that second period at the 10:47 mark. J.H. Vokey continues his scoring streak. He got another one there with an assist by Cam Finlayson. But Dover Sherborn cut the lead back to 1 at 8:08 with a goal from Joe Pilato, the junior, with assists by Matt Pilato. I'm sure they're related, right?
They could be.
Evan Doherty. But then Hopkinton at the 4:50 mark and got a goal from Abbott with assists by Owen Delaney and Finlayson, and then an unassisted goal at the 2:50 mark, again by J.H. Vokey, his 7th goal of the season so far. And that's where we stand 4-1. The Hillers are going to have to kill off 7 seconds of a DS power play.
Well, they had no problem killing off the other power play, so I think 7 seconds should be.
Well, part of it, too, was a 5-on-3. 5-on-3 was a good 40 seconds or so. And the faceoff is controlled by DS, but they can't get it out. Now it's dumped to center. Back in with speed comes Cole Condon. Condon now dumps in the corner. The penalty to Hopkinton is over. In front, it goes off the stick of the DS player, but now the Hillers get it out. Here's Owen Delaney. He tries to throw it in, but to help get it is Sloan. And Sloan now, it's out to center. And racing back for is Billy Allen. Billy Allen right there. The defenseman's defenseman, as they say. Boy, he just does a lot of smart things, Billy does. And the puck comes out of the zone. One of the captains of this Hillers squad. Allen, the senior defenseman, and he has played solid his whole career for Hopkinton. Love his game. All right, a face-off won by DS. They fumbled a little bit, but Vokey comes back and puts pressure on the puck. And Hillers bounce it and keep it in. No, they don't, though. They're going to call a hand pass, actually. And so the face-off will come outside the DS zone. We've just started period number 3 with the Hillers leading 4-1. 3 goals in that second period. And the faceoff won by Hopkinton. Dan Delaney throws around the board, and it gets to center. Finlayson puts pressure on the puck, but DS counters back with Evan Doherty. Doherty now chips it into the corner, and 2 blue shirts go get it, but Pickens is on the goal line. Now he throws it up the board. Doesn't throw it hard enough, but it's hard enough for it to get chipped out by Abbott to center. Well, the Hillers have to play a smart game here. Stay out of the penalty box and don't get caught on any odd man rushes. And the icing's, nope, it's going to be waved. It was tipped. Back to get it now is Evan Doherty. Throws it up the board and it gets to center and out. It goes. But they dump it in deep and it's on goal, and O'Leary has a little bit of problem with it, but he decides to hang on.
Yeah, that was bouncing and flipping.
And he scooped it off the ice and brought it into his chest for stoppage of play. 13:23 to go in the third period. And a face-off circle, Charlie Patriquin, Steven Simos. It's won by Simos. Allen now with it. Allen tries to throw it out, but it goes off a DS player. And the Hillers try to chip it up off the board, and they do. They chip it out, and here's Simos. Steven Simos, the freshman, gets to the middle, tries to take a shot, but it's blocked in front, but McCluskey comes away with it. Simos goes down the board and tries to get it, but it goes back to the point, and it's kept in by Zach Horgan. Now Simos dances with the puck, throws it back to the point, but it comes out of the zone. Horgan is there to get it, but he throws it right to Allen. Allen just dumps the smart thing and dumps it right in. Down to get it is Coveney. Allen pinches a little bit, but now it's knocked to center. But Zach Horgan is there to get it. Horgan, another freshman on this Hiller squad. Coveney now avoids the check, but he throws it right to the Hiller, to DS, player who was on the point. Backhander goes wide. And the puck is thrown into the blue line, and Hillers are going to change 4 of the 5 skaters. Lindquist was already off the bench, so he was in there now. And it's dumped down to the corner to Jack Sloan. Sloan has it back now, looking to set up, throws it in front, but it's intercepted by Charlie Patrick. And that shot, and it goes wide. Actually didn't go wide, sorry. It hit the goaltender's pad. No wonder it took a kind of a weird hop. And it will be icing as DS tries to get it out of trouble. 11:47 to go in the game. Hillers with a 4-1 lead. Lindquist in the circle. He rins it. Back to the point. Pickens throws it hard around the goal line. There to get it is Delaney. The other Delaney keeps it in. Connor. And it's Connor Delaney's going to go to the penalty box, but so is a DS player. Didn't see what the signal was. It will be 5-on-5 hockey, I believe. The Hillers will change their players, and so will DS. Matching penalties there. Not sure what they were for. Probably roughing, since both went. And now DS tries to get some momentum here. It's intercepted. Oh, it almost had a break-in by Cam Finlayson, and icing occurs. And so the face-off will be to the blocker side of the goaltender, Ben Colangelo. And Ben Colangelo, the goaltender for Dover Sherborn, is a freshman. And the face-off controlled by the Hillers now, but it's taken away by DS. Back to the point. Rister, that's on goal and a save. It's a stick save. Nice shot from the point by Dan Delaney, a senior captain for the Hillers. Well, the defense is solid for Hopkinton. They've got some experienced players on the blue line. And as we said against Ashland, Mike, that's where the game is won, from the back end forward. The shot is a save. Now Volke now chips up a bouncing puck. He's got to throw it to the side board. Puck is kind of jumping on edge a little bit here, but it's out to center it goes. Now here comes Volke, gets in, tries to avoid the check this time. Dover Sherborn won't let him make that move that he went in. And now there's a penalty. And Finlayson comes in. And now there's a fight going to happen here. And a lot of players are going to get tossed here now. And there's going to be some ejections here. Well, being disqualified and going to the locker room is Johnny Schroeder, the junior. And the explanation to Coach Jeff Moore of DS. There's a lot of extracurricular activity thrown up there, and the two referees are going to sort things over. Volke goes to the penalty box, and he joins Connor Delaney, who was already in there. And Michael Phelan is going to step into the box. And now both teams are on their benches. And there's going to be some more sorting out here. And another Hiller is going to go to the box, and that's going to be Abbott. And I'm not sure. We're waiting to see how things get sorted out. The Hiller fans. A couple of Hiller players, fans I should say, yelling some obscenities out over our microphone. Sorry about that. 10:20 to go in the period. We're not sure what's happening here, but there's 3 Hillers in the penalty box. And now the coaches, well, this is a really delay of game here. Usually referees try to get the action started pretty quick, but now there's an explanation going to back, and both coaches are getting spoken to by both referees. I guess explanations on what happened there.
Well, anytime you get a fight like this, Michael, they're going after everybody. They do not want this to happen at this level.
And now a couple of the players in the penalty box are talking to each other. And so there's an awful lot of explaining going on here, and I think the referees really just should start shutting these penalty box doors and getting the play happening again.
That'd be nice.
A bunch of the players now have gathered in center ice, talking things over.
Yeah, they're talking to each other, which is nice.
Yeah. I don't think there's a lot of apologizing going on there, but.
Yeah.
And the referee is saying to the scorekeeper exactly what needs to be put down on the paperwork as we have a stoppage of play. The Hillers are leading 4-1, and there was a huge scrum on the goal line. I think some punches were thrown, or at least some pretty hard shoving. How's that, Mike? For
pretty much.
It looked like there was a couple of punches thrown. And the referees are telling both penalty boxes when to come out of the, when they're allowed out of the penalty box. Well, while we got this moment, we can talk about what's up next for these Hillers.
Yeah, what we got coming up, Michael?
The Hillers will be on the road this Saturday against Medfield, and then right before the Christmas break, we will have the game for you guys, and it'll be against Norton, and that'll be on Wednesday the 23rd. So you were right, by the way, Mike. It is the 16th.
It does happen once in a while.
It is the 16th. All right, so there is a power play for DS, I think. Oh, actually, there's 5-on-5. So there's a minute and 30 on the board. I think that's just to let people know. And I think they're trying to explain now. Boy, this is a long explanation of what's supposed to happen. Connor Delaney's been in the box, and he was in there for a matching penalty, 1 minute and 30 seconds with him, and I believe number 11, Nick Markin, or I think he's in there to serve. I think it might be Phelan. And they're supposed to come out at some point of the contest. One of the bad things about this is the players are now standing around starting to get cold.
The scorekeeper's got his hands up like he's like,
yeah,
what
he
are you
doesn't
talking
understand
about?
what you're talking about. He wants to know when people are going to come out.
These guys are still trying to plead their case here.
No, I think it's just because there's not going to be any numbers up on the board, Mike, and then there's got to be some sort of misconduct kind of thing going on there since punches were thrown, I would say. So
yeah, usually
somebody was disqualified for number 12. Johnny Schroeder was disqualified. All right, we're back to action here with the Hillers leading 4-1. And it's intercepted by Diaz, but Pickens is right there to defend, and he throws it up to Sloan, who gets to Lindquist. Lindquist shot, and it hits the blocker of the goaltender, Colangelo. And now out comes the DS team. They're 2-on-1. Pass, shot, and a save by O'Leary. He came out of the net and stuffed the shot. Peter Davies working down the board now for DS. Charlie Patrick thrown out front, and out of the zone it comes. There's going to be a penalty against Hopkinton.
DS pulled their goalie.
Yeah, they will, because as soon as Hopkinton touches it, it'll stop play. They can't get scored upon. And there's a slash, and into the box. One Delaney comes out, and Owen goes back in. So Connor comes out, Owen goes in. And you can't tell a Delaney without their numbers. Thankfully.
All right.
And he gets called for a slash. So the Hillers are going to have to defend the power play now. And there's going to be a timeout by Dover Sherborn. I think they want to talk things over, and they want to.
Referee's calling out the athletic director.
Yeah, that's not a good sign. The athletic director has to come over and sort things out. Typically, the home team has to provide for lack of a better way to put it, an athletic director on duty at the game. Tonight, actually, the athletic director, Eric Cargill, is here. So now the referee went into the penalty box to talk to Eric Cargill, and I guess he's explaining to him what's going to happen. So there is a timeout, as DS has called it.
Usually when you see something like this, Michael, there's usually a game suspension involved.
Yeah,
when they're talking to the AD like this.
It's hard to guess what's going on here, but things have kind of calmed down. I think both teams were spoken to, and you don't want this to get out of hand. And
no, of course not.
You know, you don't want suspensions happen in game 2 of the season. Well, you don't want them any time of the season, but there is some more explaining being going on, and now I think the timeout's going to be over. So now let's see what happens here. And so the referee calls both teams back, and actually,
some more
I think Vokey is going to go. He's going to be disqualified also. And so, yeah, him going to the locker room is not a good sign for the Hillers. As I said, Johnny Schroeder left for the locker room for DS, and now J.H. Vokey has followed him. Vokey has 2 goals tonight. All right. Slap shot win is a save, blocked by Simos. And now the power play is set up for DS. They've had 2. They haven't scored on either one of them. The Hillers defended a 5-on-3 in this game, and now they chip it down the length of the ice. 9 minutes to go in the contest. Hopkinton leading 4-1. DS trying to get into the zone, and they do. They settle down. Pilato now throws it to the middle. Back to the point it goes. Johnny Goudreau down along the goal line is the puck. Hillers are trying to stay in their lanes. And there's a shot and a save by O'Leary, and a chip-in goal and a power play goal for Dover Sherborn. And so, just like that, the power play ends up in the back of the net, and now Hopkinton leads 4-2 with 8 minutes and 37 seconds to go. Hillers almost got that out of there, but it chipped the right way, and it was jammed back in for the second goal of Dover Sherborn. And now the Hillers lead is cut to 2. And
some more talking.
I think that might be somebody's first goal. They're trying to get the puck for the guy. Oh, no.
No, that's not what that was.
No, he came out of the penalty box too soon.
Too soon, yeah. So they'll still be with the power play? No,
No, it's going to be a 5-on-5. He just has to serve it till the next whistle, I believe. The faceoff is thrown deep into the DS zone. DS tries to get it out, and they do. They get a bouncing puck there. Back to get it, though, for the Hillers is Connor Delaney. The Hillers overskated, but Finlayson now, boy, he keeps his feet moving, and he has checked off the puck. And it's intercepted by Simos. It's chipped down. And dumped to center and out. Pickens dumps it in deep. On goal, and it's stick. Colangelo picks it up. It's thrown in front, but the Hillers were doing a little more defensive work. A shot and a save, and O'Leary's going to cover it. Dylan O'Leary, the sophomore goaltender, stops play with 7:51 to go, and now, because a natural timeout or stoppage of play happens, Delaney gets to come out of the penalty box. And the Hillers will change. And the puck gets bounced over the net, and Delaney comes away with it. But dumped to center, but right back to the blue line. Allen keeps it. He's got time. Throws it up the sideboard. He's going to get called for an icing as he misconnected on a too hard a pass that went off the sideboard. Hillers trying to win their second game of the season. BS trying to get on the win side, but they're trailing 4-2. And here's Delaney. Delaney comes out. He's got Sloan with him. Delaney overskates the puck. He loses the handle on it, but it's kept in by Lindquist behind the goal line. Delaney goes and gets it now. Owen Delaney tries to keep the pressure on, but Dover Sherborn now dumps to center and out. There to get it is Horgan. He throws it, but he throws it off of Charlie Patriquin, and the puck is on the blue line. Horgan now throws it to the blue line, but it's intercepted, and Allen's got to take a spinning puck and take it deep. Billy has checked off the puck, and Cole Condon checked him off the puck. Now Lindquist comes to help out. It's chopped in front. DS on the attack. Paquin a save through traffic by O'Leary. It's a pad save. Down on the board is Lindquist. Lindquist tries to get it, and he does chip it out to center. But right back in is Horgan. He falls and slips, and he has got to get some help. And Sloan comes back to help him. Chipped, and a bouncing puck comes out. DS is offside. They'll have to check back up. Well, DS is skating now. And they're trying to get the equalizer. Turnover, a shot that goes wide. Now chipped to the middle. There's another shot. It's knocked down in front by a Hiller defenseman. And there to get is Pilato. Joe Pilato chips it though, but there is Finlayson, and he's going to ice the puck because Hopkinton was running around in their own zone. 5:55 to go in the game. The Hillers leading 4-2. They had 1 goal in the first and 3 in the second. DS had 1 in the second and 1 here in the third. It was a power play goal for Dover Sherborn. And the face-off won by the Hillers. Pickens now goes behind his net. Now he curls out. And he tries to hit a streaking Abbott. Goes off a stick, and it's icing. You kind of want to make the safe pass. I know that probably was a play there. But typically, in a hockey game, of course, the face-off in your own zone can lead to a world of trouble if it's won by the opposition. And it isn't, though. Good face-off win by Hopkins. They chip at the center, but right back to Pickens, who corrals it in his midsection. And Hopkins just needs to get the puck deep. And Steven Simons just does that. Gets it deep, gains the red line, and now it's intercepted. Finlayson tries to throw a pass, but it goes back into the corner. And there's a shot tip in front. Oh, almost tipped in by Abbott, but it went wide. Abbott now puts pressure on the puck, comes away with it. Gets to the circle, throws a backhander that goes behind the net. Finlayson races, puts on the brakes. Now Pickens comes down the pinch. Finlayson fills his spot, and Diaz dumps the center. It's going to be up and deep. But Simons in a foot race now. He goes and defends the puck. Has it, looks up, throws it to the middle. And Diaz could have played that. It's waved off. Exactly right, ref. It was a good call by him. Diaz was trying to get away with the icing there. And they didn't. And kept in, thrown back into the corner. 4:40 to go in the game. Hillers up 4-2. Kept in by Hopkins' defense. And Lindquist jabs at it. Now it's intercepted. Delaney throws it to the goal line. Now chipped up hard, but not out. Here's Lindquist. Oh, nice pass. And a backhand goal by Owen Delaney from Eric Lindquist. And the Hillers take a 5-2 lead. Well, that was a beautiful pass by Lindquist. He just chipped a nice small pass to Delaney. He made a move and then put the puck between the legs of the goaltender Colangelo and gave that Hillers another 3-goal lead here. I know for sure it was Lindquist who gave the pass to him. And Delaney put it home. BS now pressuring the puck. Somebody's mouth guard just came out. It's on the ice. Up the sideboard. There to get it is Sloan. Sloan battling his man Patriquin for DS. Now it's a breakout. Here's Sloan. He was pulled down. It's a 2-on-1. Delaney is open. Oh, he can't get a bouncing puck as it went over his stick, but it's back to Sloan. He throws it back up to the point. Allen down to chip it in. DS helps out now with 2-on-1. Allen keeps his feet moving, pressures the puck, and it's thrown down by the goal line. 3 minutes and 30 seconds to go in the game. Hillers leading 5-2. DS trying to break out. They can't get in the zone. Now they do. In is Joe Pilato. Pilato throws it through the goal crease. It goes wide. Simos chips it out. He's held up a little bit. He throws a nice pass, and here comes Sloan. Sloan comes in, a shot, and it goes off the goaltender up in the air. Beautiful pass by Simos, a nice shot by Sloan. Scoring chance by Hopkins, 3 minutes to go in the game. Zach Horrigan goes down, the freshman, chips it in. And the Hillers will change some players. DS looking to get out. Finlayson comes down, checks his man off the puck. Chip down the board. Simos now. Here's Finlayson, throws it. It hits a body in front. It's number 13, Johnny Goudreau. And DS still can't get out of zone. Hopkins putting really good pressure now late in this quarter. I was doing basketball the other night, Mike.
Yeah.
This is hockey, and they go by periods. And a good forecheck by Hopkinton as DS finally gets control of the puck and gets it out. Horrigan gets it, avoids the check now, and he does a smart thing. He just throws it down the sideboard, and it goes behind the goal. Finlayson comes to check a rolling puck. Oh, it throws in front. Lindquist now, backhander in front. It's still loose, and it goes back to the point. There to get it is Connor Delaney. Delaney takes a shot. It's knocked down by a couple players in front. Now to get it for DS is Matt Pilato. Pilato avoids the check, thrown out front. A shot and a save, shot that rather goes over the goal with 1:50 to go in the game. And a shot that's wide. A shot and it's blocked in front. And it's blocked down by Sam Stone, and up the ice it goes. Hillers almost had too many men on the ice there. They made a clean change. Up to center, tipped in. It goes back and to get it is Doherty. 1 minute and 25 seconds to go in the game. O'Leary lets it go to the goal line. In front, a backhander is a save on the post. And there's a whistle, an extra jab at the puck. And there's some more pushing and shoving. And the Hillers are trying to separate it. The whistle had blown, and there was an extra jab at the puck by DS.
Yep.
Hillers with 1 minute and 16 to go.
Doing what they can to protect their goalie.
I think the referees
have enough of this.
Are going to change all 5 players, both squads? No, it's a face-off, and since there was an extra jab there, it now comes out of the zone. Nick Temple in the game now as he sees his first bit of action along with Henry Koshev. And here's Pickens up ice. Pickens just dumps it in behind the goal, and it bounces off the back of the goal. Now Temple comes and gets it. Koshev puts some pressure on the puck, and DS comes out of the zone. Oh, there's a whistle, and there's going to be 2 players going to the penalty box. So Henry Koshev gets a chance to play, but not for long. He's going to sit. And along with him into the penalty box goes Henry Kenny, the freshman. So a couple of young players get their first portion of ice time, and they're going to spend the rest of the game sitting there. All right, the face-off outside of DS's zone is won by Hopkinton, backhanded in by Owen Delaney. And with 45 seconds to go, DS gets to center. The Raiders dump it in deep. Billy Allen goes down to the goal line to get it. He's met by a player. He's checked hard into the board by Peter Davies, but it goes up the board. McCluskey now has it. He throws it to Pickens, and Pickens will settle things down. They'll go the other way. And he just dances around with the puck with 25 seconds to go in the contest. He's going to stand, might as well stand there until someone comes and gets you. And now cross ice it goes to McCluskey. Mark McCluskey, the senior forward, gets to the middle. Now he has it. Now he throws it to the goal line. It's on the goal, and the goaltender, Colangelo, decides to hold it on. Well, the Hillers are going to win their second game of the season as there's 7 seconds to go, and they are leading 5-2. Next up for these Hillers will be on the road. They will be against Medfield, always a tough squad. And then they'll come home on Wednesday the 23rd to play Norton, who's new in the league in hockey. Coach Jeff Moore's DS team is going to be next at Norton. So they will see a new team. And that's going to do it for the game. Well, Hopkinton gets a couple of goals here in actually, they get one here in the third period, but their 3-goal outburst in the second gave them the lead that they would never relinquish, and will win this game by the score of 5-2. And that's going to wrap up HCAM's coverage of Hopkinton High School hockey. For Mike Terosian, I'm Mike Prate, where once again the final score was Hopkinton 5, Dover Sherborn 2. Thanks for watching, everybody.